Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to Elite Dangerous livestream. Here today on Twitch but also on YouTube. I thought I'd, Sunday's normally an exclusive one to Twitch, but as we're coming up on the holidays here, as it's very nearly Christmas, I thought we'd make a little bit of a change and stream for everyone. So how is everyone this fine day? I hope everyone's good. You may be noticing there's some strange colours on the screen in terms of my UI, and I'm going to go through all that and talk about why that is in just a minute. And yeah, I've seen a few people have noticed that. Creasis, sorry about the yellow, but there is a reason for that, and we'll discuss it in a minute. So yeah. We don't seem to be getting any chat in YouTube. Oh yeah, there is some chat in YouTube. Derek A, colorblind, you've got it. Protonopia. No, I'm not personally colorblind, but this is for colorblind awareness. There's no colorblind options in Elite Dangerous, unfortunately. So yeah, this is what we're doing. Actually, a bit of a thing mentioned by Commander Orbrick, who you may know from Reddit. He suggested we try this out. He gave me the colour matrix for the UI, so I agreed we put it in. I think it's a good idea, because yeah, Elite doesn't support any help for colourblind people, unfortunately. So this is basically how a person who's got protonopia, one of the forms of colour blindness, they got less light sensitivity to the red spectrum. This is essentially how they would see the Elite Dangerous UI. So what we're seeing here is what everyone's getting. So yeah, hopefully we can get to the point where Frontier may be willing to help out and do something about this at some point, because as it stands right now, despite many requests, Frontier have basically been very unwilling to put any options in for colour blindness. And while we're talking about it, look, I put on screen, there we go, there's a typical image for someone who suffers with protonopia. That's basically how they would see things. So you can get around it in various ways, not completely, but there are special glasses available, and you can certainly help people who have it by making slightly different colours or better contrasting colours in your UI or when you have games. So there we go. Right, so today we're doing some mining. Let's see, we can still see the hotspots are available. They look a little bit smaller than when I come around previously. Now in the title you can see I mentioned void opals, but we're not actually doing void opals at the moment. I found an Alexandrite. Alexandrite, I guess that's how you say it, hotspot. And these are worth, if you can find the station to sell them at, they're worth about 1.1 million credits per unit. So not quite as good as void opals, but you know, I'm not going to turn down 1 million credits per ton, so I think we'll go with that. So does anyone use a game controller for analysis mode for mining? So personally, no, I don't use it for mining, but I do use a controller for the FSS scanner though. I play with HOTAS, I'm playing with HOTAS right now, but other than that, I just use a HOTAS for the game. The gamepad I think works very well for the FSS, but I can do the detailed surface scan, and the probe launcher seems to work quite fine from the HOTAS for me. So I see in chat a number of people are still suffering from the The freezing for some reason, which is a bit unfortunate. It looks like we might have some pirates following us around, and they're gonna be interested in my cargo because I've got a few tons of low temperature diamonds and alexandrite here. Oh, there, Lana Boy. Lana Boy. Yeah, still random freezing. I wonder what the heck's going on with that. Right, what I'm going to do actually is boost for a little way, just try and get out of range of these ships, because I've got... too late. Alright, we're gonna... I'm going to jump out here because... And you know what? Have a look down at the mast lock icon there. Very hard to see when it's on and when it's off. I'm not hanging around there for a moment. We'll just keep away from them. I should have started jumping away a little bit earlier there. Right, give me 2 seconds here, because what I'm going to very quickly do is knock together a little banner for colour blindness awareness, because I think people joining the stream are probably wondering why I've got a yellow UI here. So let me just very quickly put something together so that everyone knows what's going on. Just going to put that together in Photoshop. There we go. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about this. Should have thought of this before the stream, really, but it's one of those moments. So yeah, going to be the last stream before the break for Christmas here. Anyone else got any plans going on? Probably have a video out tomorrow, I think, but that will be the last one for a little while. Ninja wants to know about the everyone doing mining. So yes, something has changed. This is to do with the background sim. Essentially what's happened is that Frontier have created intentional gold rushes now, which means that you can make significant amounts of money if you know where to go. And I'm just, in the moment, 2 seconds, I'm just knocking something together in Photoshop here. Probably would have been quick if I'd asked someone to help out, actually. I'm sure someone could have done this very quickly. But we're nearly done. Hopefully I'll be able to see this clear enough on screen. Hopefully I haven't made any spelling mistakes. There we go. Alright. There we go. That took longer than it should have done, shouldn't it? Let's shrink that down a little bit. Hopefully that's a decent enough size for you. So yeah, the idea is to just spread a little bit of awareness for this and hopefully try and encourage Frontier to well, to help out and put some help in or additional changes in or some UI features in for people who suffer with these sorts of things, really. You can see a link in the banner to the Reddit thread there. Hello there, Red Munchkin. Lana Boy's got the Christmas ham in the oven already. Right, where did that Alexandrite hotspot go? Very shortly we'll put a link to that Reddit thread in the video description as well, so everyone can see it. Oh, who raided? I wondered why. Wondered what happened there. Who's raiding? Malik VR. Well, thank you very much, Malik. Sorry, I was too busy looking at Photoshop there. Well, you'll come joining me and look at a funny screen. Static screen. So, yeah, nice to see everyone here. Woohoo! Everyone's going. Great to see you. Yeah, thanks for the raid, Malik. Are you still about there in chat? What have you been up to today? We're just coming here to do a little bit of mining ourselves, so yeah. And in case anyone's wondering, you can see why the UI is a little bit of an unusual colour. Hello there, Commander Stargazer. Nice to see you. Thank you, Daffy Duck. Yes, there it is. Yep. Hey, Baz. Yeah, that's the thing, Malik. It is an issue for quite a lot of people. Some games do have an option in there for people with colour blindness. Unfortunately, Elite doesn't. So perhaps with a bit more awareness, it's something Frontier might consider doing at some point. I know it would certainly be welcomed by a lot of people. So yeah, we're here to do a bit of mining anyway. We just got into a ring a moment ago, but got chased by pirates. We had to jump straight back out. Win, you suffer from selective blindness. I'm often told that I suffer from that as well. Selective hearing as well, by all accounts. Or so the wife wants me to believe. Selective memory as well, for some reason. Hey there, Chozo. No, Skytex, I'm not colourblind. Male genetics, yeah, selective memory, selective blindness, selective hearing. Definitely a male thing, so I'm told, eh? Right, so you just saw a cloud appear there. That's one of the rocks that's been wrecked that we're looking for. Let's just fly a little bit further along, get some further away from these pirates. I think the game audio is a little bit loud, isn't it? Let's turn that down a bit. There we go. And let's go for a bit of music. There we go. So Shinzo, mining opals or anything like that doesn't really take too long. The mining's not really the problem, it's the finding them, which can take time. And let's see what we can see. So what we're looking for are bright clusters of rocks, and it seems that quite a few people have... hopefully not, Mr. Flumpsy. No, not elevator music. Give it a moment. Hey there, Commander Shadow. Ah, the blooming pirates caught up anyway. Well, let's see if they just ask for me to drop something, or whether they start shooting. I guess the Python just wasn't fast enough for them. Wasn't fast enough to outrun them. No weapons near a wave, no, because this is a mining vessel, and mining vessels need about 3 or 4 different mining weapons now, so not much in the way of hard points left by the time you're done with that. Hey there, Commander Face Guy. Nice to see you back again. How are you doing? Right. Potential candidate over there looking slightly brighter than the rest. Because I haven't got around to setting up my Python yet. I'm a very busy guy here, unfortunately. But you know what? Maybe we'll head back to Shinrata Desra in a bit and sort a Python out for mining in just a moment. Yeah, Sam, this was Commander Orbrick's idea from Reddit, so have a look at the thread that you can see, or the see here in the banner. I'll actually put a link in the video description when I've got a few moments of downtime here. Alright, so I don't know if this is going to be a good candidate or not, but it doesn't look too bad at this moment. Ah, now there's a secret here, Sadhu, about Lee Hall. No, nothing there. I'm actually not going to be selling it. And there's a reason for that. He's hanging around for a little while, and you'll all get to see exactly what that reason's going to be a little bit further into the stream. So if I don't get enough for what I'm planning to do, I'll just go and buy some high-grade materials or commodities somewhere. Obviously, they're not going to be anywhere near as valuable as these. But yeah, I'm not going to be selling them. These are not for me. You know, I really thought that rock was going to be one. So there is a technique to try and find these. What ship is best for mining or farming void opals, says Kendia. Kedia. Well, I really need to get better with names. I do apologise. So, personally, I'd go with a crate. A Mark II, probably, or maybe a Phantom. Probably a Mark II. I don't know what everyone else thinks. Hey, Shinzo, you're spot on. Someone had to get it, didn't they? Good guess, mate. So, Shinzo over on YouTube chat has guessed it. What we're going to be doing with the cargo here. Well, coming on for Christmas. And it's a holiday season. So, time for giving. So, what we're going to do with any mining haul here is give them out to noobs or brand new players, or at least players with not too much money. I think it's probably obvious what system we'll head to them, but I won't actually say just yet. But yeah, we're going to do a bit of a Santa Claus run and drop some commodities for other players. So these aren't for me. But to do this, we're really going to need to find some valuables, and unfortunately there's not too many around just yet. Right, we're getting 55 kilometers away from the hotspot, but it shouldn't be a problem because these areas are truly massive. Hey there, Lucas. Yeah, the Python actually does pretty good, as long as you get left alone. You don't need to worry too much. Thank you, Jerome. Yeah, did I see something bright there, did I? I don't think that was bright enough, but I will go check it out. So yeah, a good way of trying to cover as much area as possible with the pulse wave scanner is to fly up quite high, just inside of mass lock distance, or you can go just outside of mass lock distance, and this lets you get a lot of... Well, the plan was void opals, Hawk, but I found a ring here with... with an alexandrite, so we go for this, as it's right nearby. Alexandrite is another really expensive ore anyway. You can get a lot of money for this. And what do we got? Hey, this is good. I didn't quite select the limpet there. Let's have a look what we got. Void opals. Oh well, that's a surprise. Okay. Right, now the trick here is to actually do this correctly. It didn't take too long to find, did it? So the first one, nice, strong charge into it. Right, I think another one like that should do us. And of course, we don't want to disconnect while this happens. This happened to us the other day. I got right inside the cracked asteroid. We're just about to pick up our first opals and got a disconnect. Doing all right. Hey there, Lucas. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, and you too, okay? Hope you have a great one. Thank you. Right, this one probably don't need to be quite as strong. Whoa, a bit too weak. What the heck? I didn't aim that very correctly. It's on the wrong side, isn't it? Let's try again. Right, we need... No, that's on the... What's going on here? That's right. We're running out of time here. 60 seconds left. Not doing such a good job at this one. That's because that's liquid oxygen. It does help if you select the fissures. "30 seconds left, so we've got to be quick here." Oh, not quite optimal yet. 20 seconds. We're running out of time. One more. There we go. Optimal yield range. That's what we want. So, took a little bit longer than I was hoping. Damn, we just got caught on an asteroid. I reversed into one. Let's see if I can back out of this, because we're going to get caught in a massive explosion here. No, that wasn't too bad. Actually backed up into an asteroid there. Oh, that was a little bit close. I thought I was going to be in trouble there. Right. Collector limpet time. Go do your job. That warning buzzer is a little bit annoying, isn't it? There we go, it's a bit better. Nope, nope. Come on, let's find somewhere where they're not making that noise. Right. For some reason, my cargo hatcher switched over to toggle mode, which isn't what we want. No, not toggle. It's switched over to hold mode. Opposite to what we want. Actually want toggle. That's a bit better. Right. Well, this one seems to be actually a bit more tighter than normal, flying around inside this asteroid. I'm not sure if it's just me or what that's about, but we've still got 2 collectors out there. Right, we can deploy another one. Right, so yeah, void opals worth quite a bit of money if you can find the right place to sell them. These are worth 1.6 million in some places, although lately that's dropped down to around about 700,000 credits per ton, but you can still sell them for a decent amount of money, as long as you don't sell them for the galactic average, which is about 160 or 180,000, I think. You can get quite a bit more than that. Lost another collector limpet there. Come on, guys, stop keep killing yourselves. A few more void opals we can dislodge here. What over on the other side there? Did I miss that one? Yeah, I missed it again. Thank you, Hollowfield. Nice to know. So, like I say, I'm not going to be selling these myself, but we're going to have to tell the. I'm going to actually be giving them away. We're going to have to tell the people who we're giving them to where to go collect them. Right, that's all of them, I think. Now we sit here and wait for the collector limpets. Yeah, I can. Oh, I don't want to send out them. We haven't got any collector limpets out there. Yeah, so Face Sky, the yellow cockpit colour is, as you can see for the banner at the top, it's colourblind awareness of Commander Orbrick's idea and the Reddit thread there. Put the suggestion out. I thought, yeah, why not? Let's do it on the stream today. And just for clarity's sake, here's an image of how people with this particular form of colour blindness actually see. This is protanopia, or protanopia. And basically it's having a lack of sensitivity to the red light spectrum. These collectors are having a bit of trouble out there, aren't they? Let's see what they're up to. What are you doing, collectors? Now, this particular collector's not engineered Scorps. Hey there, Ariola. Yep, it's me. We're streaming today. Yeah, this is the Midnight Black skin for the Python. Hey there, Brian. Good morning from Canada. Well, good evening from the UK. Right, let's see how many we've actually got here. Void opals refined. 15. Not bad. So you can see it says 183,000 there for the void opals. But if we head to system I just told about a moment ago, Ross 1015. I believe that Hello Field, thank you, over on Twitch, says they're selling for 1.6 million there. So a good amount of money. Let's keep that name. There we go. Yeah, fishes can take a long time, Keelan, to find. I actually got quite lucky on this stream. Found it within the first 10 minutes or so, but sometimes you can look for a half hour or an hour or more and not find anything. 3 hours is really unfortunate, definitely. Let's see how long it takes to have a look again. I'm going to... is that everything? I'm going to fly up and we'll have a look for a few more as well. Right, there's... Looks like there's one more units of void opals around here somewhere. Where are the other ones? Oh, they're just behind me. Hey there, Thieves Domain. How are we doing? Yeah, Hawk. So they're selling for around about 800k void opals in at Ross 128. So definitely this is all down to the background simulation. Some systems want more of them than others. If there's a demand for them, I don't think we're going to get this one, are we, without hitting the asteroid first? See if we can nudge it out the way. There's 1 million credits sitting right there, so I'd like to get it if we can. There we go. That's it. Sometimes it's nice little touches like that make a difference. Did I get it? Where's it gone? Tell you what, I'm going to be lazy and get that collector limpet to do it. So, Rydin, has the exploration data itself been made more valuable with the new update? Well, not as such, but it's actually much quicker to get the exploration data now, so you can make more money now than you used to be able to. Some people are saying almost twice as much. So Hawk Hollow told us it's Ross 1015 for the 1.6 million void opals. Don't know if that's the current price right now, but it would have been the price when he last checked. Yeah, as Hollowfield's saying there was a few hours back. Oh no, there are a few, Hawk. A few systems, Hawk. Sorry, I thought you said a few hours back. Yeah, Joanne, the ice effect's wonderful on the windows, definitely. Right, so we're looking for some more. Yeah, sorry again. I got your name wrong the other day, didn't I? I'm going to have to keep a list of these because there's two things I'm actually terrible with. One is names and the other is faces. Now, some people are good with names, other people are good with faces. I'm terrible with both. And to tell you a quick little story, I might have even said it on stream once before, but I used to work at a company. I started there in late 90s. I worked there for about 8 years. Eventually left in some point in the mid-2000s, early 2000s. And I was out in town one day in the newsagents we got over here in the UK called, it's a chain store newsagents called WH Smith's. And some guy come over to me, some completely random dude. and started talking to me. You know, how you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, who do I know you? But I could tell that he knew me. And I was too embarrassed to say I didn't remember him. And I could tell damn well he knew me. And knowing the fact that I'm really, really bad with faces, I sort of just played along. But meanwhile, my wife and my niece were sort of standing back a bit, and they were absolutely cracking up, laughing to themselves because they knew exactly what had happened. And it turned out that the guy I was talking to was a guy I'd worked with for 8 years. The previous company that I'd left sort of a year before that point, and I totally didn't recognise him. I'm really that bad when it comes to faces, and near enough as bad when it comes to names. No, okay, a Dutch name. I was wondering actually there. Core detected. Yeah, we're not doing too bad today. So Alexandrite is not as good as Void Opals, but this stuff is worth around about 1 million or just over credits per ton. So we're definitely going to take some of this. God, these asteroids are parked close together around here. Then again, I'm just being overly clumsy, perhaps. Right, let's go for a large charge into the first one as always. I think 2 like that is probably going to be a little bit too much. So we go for a couple of low charge seismic charges. We could have gone a little bit higher. We're gonna do this. If we don't go too crazy here. I think one little one here now should do it. Well, we're going to go over here, aren't we? Still not brilliant at judging the amount of pressure we actually need here, but this is going to take us over the limit a bit. We're going to crack the asteroid a little bit too hard and lose out on some of the rare materials that are in there. Did that one go in? Right, we haven't got long left here. We've got 20 seconds to get this other one in. Hopefully I don't wreck this. Last chance. No, we've overdone it. Overbaked it. Right, so what will happen here is it means we will still get some materials in there, but it's going to be less than it otherwise would have been. One, two, three, four, five. So not much as what we could have got, unfortunately. Oh, Shinzo, I didn't realise you could unfuse the charges like that. I just thought we had to unfuse all of them. So you can just unfuse the one that you've selected. I assumed that if you disarmed one, it disarmed them all. Doesn't matter, we got a few here anyway. Yeah, it's pretty nice music. Very good for exploring, Brian. You can see the details in the video description, of course. Actually getting low on limpets as well now. This actually does take quite a few limpets up doing this, really, because there you are, weapon energy. There's me wondering what's going on. Yeah, collector limpets still get themselves destroyed. They're not particularly great, I don't think. There's still a few million here, you know. Probably about 8 million, I'd say. As long as you can find the right place to actually sell them. But yeah, we could have got a lot more if we'd actually gone about this correctly with the charges. Yeah, I'm not that desperate Neo Wave for synthesizing them. I'd rather save the materials and go and buy some more. That's okay, the right nut. I'll give that a try on the next one. Thank you for the suggestion there. Right, let's got them all. Where are we at? No one's actually collecting. Right, there we go again. Alright, Kevin, I won't be able to use a larger ship here. I have trouble navigating around this area with the Python. The Type 9 would be far too slow and far too bulky for me. I don't plan on filling a ship like that up anyway. I don't tend to sit around mining for that amount of time. This is more than adequate, although I think I might swap out for a crate before too much longer. I think a crate would probably do a bit of a better job, or at least as good a job. Yeah, foul night. If I get pirated, that would indeed be a problem, so we need to make sure that doesn't actually happen. These limpets are doing a poor job. Let's zip out back a little bit, maybe. Maybe they're bouncing off the interior of the asteroids here and damaging themselves. Yeah, not that I've got anything against anyone else using larger ships. I see some people saying that they use Anacondas and Type 9s. If you can make it work, then great. I think they're great ships. They've certainly got the hard points and the cargo capacity for it. Personally, I like to have a bit more manoeuvrabilities. I'm not a big fan of the large ships. I fly medium ships and small ships. I actually think the small ships are one of the best ships in the game in terms of how they feel when you're flying them. Personal preference, really. But I do have some large ships. I've got the Corvette. I've got a couple of Anacondas. One outfitted for combat. There's a nice idea, Chile. Ship-launched fighters with mining tools. That'd be pretty nice. Yeah, Caitlin, the small ships are absolutely great to fly. Can have a lot of fun with them. Just the only thing I really wish is that there was some more specific gameplay for the smaller ships. It's something I'd really like to see. Right, what have we got here now? Right, 16 tons of void opals. That weren't too bad in the end. And just 8 of Alexandrite. So we already had a few anyway. We didn't end up with much extra out of that lot. Hey there, Levy. Thank you very much for that. It's appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, a few people have told me that. No, thank you. Yeah, Brian, it really does feel like being in space, doesn't it? Flying ships. I don't know how many of you have played this in VR, but the sense of scale, it really does feel like you're in space. Peter, I'm actually from the UK, South UK. South of England. Right, I'm going to spend a few more minutes just seeing if we can find something else, and then we'll move on. So, if anyone who's wondering what we're going to do with this hull, is we're not going to sell it. It's not a significant hull anyway. I've kind of messed it up by destroying that asteroid, over baking the asteroid. No, there you go, Peter. Small world, eh? Let's get a bit of more speed here. Right, so what we're going to do then with these void opals and this Alexandrite and the low temperature diamonds is I'm heading out to a starter system, and we're going to do a bit of Santa Ant. We're going to do a bit of Christmas deliveries. We're going to do some festive stuff for the holiday seasons, and I'm actually going to give this stuff away to players who are hopefully new to the game. As if they know how to collect the items, we can probably talk them through it a bit. Yeah, some Christmas gifts. This one here is potentially another candidate here, so if it is, this will make it the last one. I don't know if you can tell, but it actually highlights green for some reason. There, just there. Can you see a bit of green on screen? Just before it fades to orange. Right, I'm not 100% convinced though this is the perfect target. You got it, Cody. There we've got another one. Yeah, Cristobal actually voiced that last year. What have we got here? So we're not doing too bad actually. It seems to be a reasonably decent... Right, we've got some more Alexandrite. That's what I was expecting here. Right, so let's try and do this correctly this time. So we've got a low strength one here. We're going to put a high strength charge into this one. Low strength fissure. I normally do Sanak. It's just I'm watching chat at the moment, so I'm not focusing optimally on the game. I normally do target the limpet though, as it will give me all that information. So we're going to put a full strength charge into this fissure. It's a low strength fissure. Right, so do we want another? There's a high strength, another low strength. What do you reckon? Another full strength in here? Or about 2/3 should we go for? That's it, Peter. Can't multitask. You know, live streaming is actually all about multitasking, something we've had to learn to do really well. But it's more about not being rude and keeping engaged with everyone. Right. Shinzo saying full. Anyone else? We got 77 seconds to decide. Full or 2/3? Low or half in that one, no? So it's a low strength Fisher. Half or 2/3 strength. Any other takers? I'm going to go with half. Oh, we got 2 for full and 2 for half. Oh dear, but the next person's going to make the break. Full, right, okay. Let's go for full. Ah, it won't quite. Average, one another. Let's go on a high strength one. I'm going to run out of time here. No! Talking about too wide. Are we going to make it? No, I've overdone it again. Oh well. Some is better than none. There wasn't enough time to disarm, I don't think, Scorps. But there we go. I love the emote, Stuart. That's exactly how I felt there. Right, let's get in there and get some of this. So yeah, possible to disarm, maybe next time, although we were getting kind of low on time there. Yeah, not much Alexanderite here at all. I destroyed most of it. Bit of unfortunate because of the amount of crackable rocks I'm finding here is pretty good. Normally takes me a long time to find rocks with fissures in. But we're coming across one every 10 minutes or so here, aren't we? Then again, it could be more than I know what I'm looking for. I don't know. You kind of get used to the appearance of these over time. Actually, perhaps I'll talk you through it in a minute and give you a bit of indication of what you'd need to look for in case you're unsure. Alright, one more. Yeah, so sometimes I think I'm actually flying into the collector limpets because I'm kind of spinning around quite fast here. Let's see if they can find what they need to do. So Devil May says, set a charge at the same strength of the fissure. So I guess you mean a low into a low and a high strength into a high strength. I've seen some other people say do it the opposite. Yeah, so Alexanderite is worth 1.1 million credits, I think. Void Opals sell for 1.6, but I've dropped into a Alexanderite ring here, so it does the job. I think that's pretty neat. I'm flying a Python, Nico. Is that all of it? Yep, that's all of it. Okay. So, Nidrian, you can actually sell... The station at which they sell for this price will vary, and it won't keep that same price forever, but currently you can sell them for that price in Ross 1015. Let's see if we can find another one. And then it'll be time to head on out and see who's available to give these to. Although that may prove a bit tricksy, man. This don't look right. It's just got that green outline on it again, which we were seeing earlier, but it's not quite bright enough. So you're looking for... You don't want the super large asteroids, I don't think. You certainly don't want the smallest ones anyway, but we're looking for the asteroids which are the brightest. And you don't have to worry too much about how far away you travel from the centre here. I'm now 86 kilometres. It shows you that you can find the asteroids quite a way out, but these are massive areas. I don't think people realise quite how wide these hotspots actually are. We'll try and figure out a way of measuring the diameter of the hotspot in a minute. When we come out of this area, I think we're going to be surprised to see they're going to be many hundreds of kilometres across. Probably many thousands, I would say. Not seeing anything. I haven't done too bad though. I mean, I haven't exactly helped matters there. We've only got four tons there of Alexandrite on that go. We could have got probably twice that if I hadn't have damaged the asteroids. Looks like we might have a candidate down there on the other side of the ring. Yeah, so there we go. The smallest hotspot that someone's been to has had the diameter of at least 6 megameters, so 6,000 kilometers. I think that's too dull. Oh no, it's got something on it. Don't think it's what we want, but let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Not too good. So you don't actually have to... There. Wow, listen to that. Totally tripping. Trying to say too many things in one go. Tripping over the words there. So, yeah, you don't have to fly actually right inside the ring system or inside the asteroids to do the pulse wave scanner. It's quite good to fly a little way above. You get a slightly better range when you're doing this sort of thing. And yeah, Phantom's not too bad for mining. I actually got my seismic launcher in Shinrata Desra. That's where I go now. If you've got the elite rank, then go to the Founders World, head towards Shinrata Desra and Jameson Memorial, because they sell all modules and all ships. It's where I go to now by default whenever I want to buy a module or a ship. Because it saves going from location to location to outfit. If you haven't got access to there, you need the elite rank. If you haven't got access to there, then yeah, thank you for the link there, Christabel. I was just about to say that. Head to eddb.io. Christabel, if you could post that link again. I just clicked on the wrong button. I was meant to allow you to post it, and I think I've blocked it. Seems we've got a few really close together, but may be out of luck with these other asteroids. It's not quite bright enough, I don't think. We can keep looking. Let's keep going. So what we're looking for, asteroids that have a core, that fly above, just inside mass lock, maybe just outside mass lock if you want. And you're looking for the brightly coloured asteroids. Similar almost in shape to that one right under the targeting reticule now. So not too small, not really too large, but they need to be really brightly yellow coloured. So brighter, I think, than that one there. You'll know it when you see it, but let's go down to that anyway. You can see this one's got a yellow outline, but it's not really much different in colour to the other ones that are nearby. It's not bright enough, although it is fairly bright. I'll go for it anyway, but I don't think this is gonna be what we want, and we are getting low on limpets here. I think that's too big anyway, that one. There's a possible one over there. You can see quite a bit brighter than the other one. Hey Hawkeyes, thank you very much. Very kind of you. And thanks for the link there. So here's a picture where people are finding the mother lode rocks. This is from Hawkeyes. I'm going to post this into chat in both YouTube and Twitch so people can see what we're going on here. So this should help give a bit of an indication of what we're looking for. Again, thank you very much for that. I'm not sure if I actually got myself a bit turned around there. Yeah, here we go. Here's a bright gold one, so quite possibly I'd say this has got a very good chance of being what we want. It's quite a way away, isn't it? No. Oh, yeah. Alexander, right. For a second, I thought no. Right. Let's see if we can crack this one correctly. Low strength. So just out of curiosity's sake this time, I'm going to put a low charge into a low strength fissure, just to see, so you can see the difference it actually makes. Last time, a high strength charge into a low strength fissure was set to do quite a lot of damage, and if we're quick here we might be able to disarm some of these charges as well. Oh, that was a medium strength, which I didn't intend to do. Right, average strength. We'll do another medium one in here then, and I think we're gonna go over. Right. We've got one disarming, but that also means, does this disarm all of them? That's what I want to know. That's the first time I've actually disarmed one. Right, it disarmed the previous one. Right, so we've got a low strength here. I'm going to go full strength into this one. Still not good. Right, again. So So we're going to go medium strength in here this time. Okay. We've got 44 seconds left, so I don't want to take too long about this. I'm going to put a medium strength charge into here. Wow, still not getting this perfect. Getting low on time though now, so I'm just going to have to go for it. Oh, we're going to miss this. That's unfortunate. Oh, Commander, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for that. That's it. Yeah, sorry, getting a little bit distracted there, concentrating on the asteroid. So, Commander, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated. I hope you have a great one as well. Kind of ironic here because I'm actually mined many of these recently and not had too much of a problem. I think it's just a case that one of those days you sometimes don't do as well as you otherwise do. Just smash that collector limpet, I think. Right, this will be the last lot we collect for now, and then we'll head on over and see if we can give some of this stuff away, because that's what I'm planning on doing with it. I'd actually quite like to see people using the T9 in here. I know it's certainly not impossible, but I've never found them particularly manoeuvrable. They'd probably make quite a slow job of some of this. Right, I've got a couple more chunks here. The nice thing, I guess, is at least you don't totally destroy all the resources when you overdo it. Oh, wrong one. Wrong collectors, not a... So, P, yeah, the resources do respawn after a while. I don't personally know exactly how long it is. I've seen some people say they think it's 2 days. I don't know if that's actually how they've managed to confirm that. Frontier have not said yet. I doubt whether they actually will. I guess sooner or later players will figure it out. Same with the background simulation. That's triggering these gold rushes. Eventually, I guess people will figure out how to actually manually trigger that. Okay, so we've got everything we want here. Not a massive amount, but you know, enough to be getting on with. What we're going to do is do a bit of a Santa delivery for the holiday season here, and I'm going to go to LHS 3447 and see about giving some of this stuff away. 11 jumps, so it won't take long. We have got a fuel scoop here, so no problem there. I can't link the fit of the ship right here, Dazzy, because I haven't got the fit of the ship linked anywhere, and I don't use any of the software to allow me to do that. But I can show the build later on, maybe off stream. I'll link it in the video. Right, so what do we got? 11 jumps. Yeah, so for those of you that had joined the stream recently and weren't here right from the start, you may be wondering a little bit at the yellow UI I've got here. It doesn't allow me to see much at all. Everything pretty much looks the same. This is an idea from Commander Ulbrich from over on Reddit, and you can see the banner. There's a link to a thread there. I'll post that in the video channel actually afterwards. So what that's about is trying to raise a little bit of awareness for people with colour blindness here. What we see here is protanopia. This is one of the forms of colour blindness. It's for people who lack sensitivity to the red colour spectrum. And so basically the UI here is how the UI would look to them. The rest of the game is how it, not how it would look to them. But we can't change the rest of the game colours, unfortunately. But I do have an image here. Yep, if we look at that, there's a image for how some people with protanopia actually see the world. So the idea here is to hopefully raise a bit of awareness, so Frontier, and try and encourage Frontier to think about introducing some UI changes into the game to allow people to adapt the game for colour blindness. Not just the UI perhaps, but the entire game. Some games have it. In fact, quite a few games have that sort of option in the graphical settings. It just, unfortunately, Elite Dangerous doesn't. Let's try not to overcook the ship here. Just wanted to try and get a bit of fuel because we were at very low there, as you can see. Hey there, Dragonheart, thank you very much. LHS 3447 and clear for arrival. Yep, so that's where we're heading. We're going to give these bits away. Maybe when the gold rush. Well, basically there's new commodities you can buy. Some of them are worth a lot of money, 1.6 million credits. We'll have a look here. Void Opals, for example, their galactic average value is 183,000, but when there's a gold rush on, some systems pay a lot more money. LHS 3447 is indeed the start system for new players. So, yeah, we've been mining a bit on stream. I messed up a few of the asteroids, unfortunately, destroying some of the goods that I could have otherwise collected. I'm sure we would have got closer to 30 or so tons. So there's not a lot here to give away, but I'm actually going to go and give some of this away. Hey there, Yamix. Thank you very much for the host. How are you doing? I'm not going to do what you did the other day. I won't be swearing. Although that was pretty funny. So, yeah, been doing a bit of mining here. I actually messed up a few of the asteroids, overcharging them. Losing a bit of the commodities in there. And we got a little bit. I'm not gonna sell this. I'm gonna go and give this away. I'm gonna go drop it in the starter system. We'll see what actually happens. That's cool, Yamix. Which is pretty much, I guess, what I expected for you as well. So yeah, RJ Williamson, the gold rush idea, it should change over time. It will be interesting to see if different commodities actually have a different value, and that maybe it might not just be related to mining commodities, maybe some other stuff that will turn up at some point as a gold rush. That would be pretty interesting if maybe they could include exclusive mission reward commodities or something. I don't know, just different things for different gold rushes. It'd be nice if it's not just mining all the time. Who knows, at some point I would have thought, nah, Frontier would never do that. But then again, I wouldn't have thought we'd have any form of gold rush, despite the fact people have been long asking for it. Yeah, thanks, Win. I won't be dropping it too close to the station. I guess we have to go, well, depends if it's just a fine. If it's just a fine, I'm not too fussed. Depends how much the fine is. Okay, thanks then, Yamix. I'll catch you soon, okay? Take care. Oh, we're getting a little bit low on fuel here. Let's change the star types. I don't want to be running out of fuel. Right, so the station will probably shoot the cargo. Okay. It's been so long since I've either collected or dropped cargo for anyone. Or round the station, that is. We do it all the time out in space, which is different. Right, so yes, the idea will be to do this outside the fire zone. So we'll see how long this lasts, I guess, before someone decides to take a pot shot. So anyone willing to offer some fire protection there? We're really setting things up here, aren't we? There are probably some Grinches out there that want to ruin Christmas. We got a Christmas delivery coming in here, some Christmas presents. Let's see if there's any Grinches out there. I'm not in open yet, Jamil, but I will be. We'll see if anyone wants to ruin the day, ruin the gifts. LHS 3447, Robert. The main station there, I forget what it's called. Yeah, we're going to be setting up a bit, big trouble there at LHS 347 at Virgil, no doubt. Right, for those of you who do want to come over and have a look at LHS 347, I'll tell you exactly what the system is, or the station is. Been a long time since I've been to this station. It is, of course, the starting station. This is the system where most people start out when they play the game. And no, we won't go there. Don't go there. Dalton Gateway is where we're heading. This is the station where most new players start out, so the idea is to give them a bit of a leg up. It's Christmas, so, you know, holiday seasons, let's do some Christmas deliveries and give them a little bit of money. I'll deliver maybe just 1 or 2 units per person. Even if they sell them for the galactic average price, it'll be a pretty neat gift for them, hopefully. Yep, some players with Horizons will start out on a ground base, but they'll no doubt be sent towards Dalton Gateway at some point anyway, because the missions and whatnot just send people in that sort of direction. Let's get a bit of fuel here before we jump away. Still got a few jumps left.
Warning, temperature critical.
I haven't done any wing mining yet, Virgil, and I suspect it would be fun. I agree there. So, Ms. CPG, it's areas for mining void opals and the other stuff. Just look for ice rings in systems that haven't got pristine rings. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here anyway, isn't it? It may be a case we end up getting killed very quickly here, because obviously we're going to go into open in a moment. You never know. Anyone who's willing to help out, come along. I guess I gave people too much warning. I should have kept quiet until I was there. Yep, Dragonhearth, I'm on PC. Thank you, 793. I'm actually weaponless as well at the moment, so... LHS 3447, Sumeko, yep. Hey there, Fat Max, nice to see you here. Motor Skydiver, no, it's Elite isn't crossplay, unfortunately. Right, we're nearly there. And it is a bit of a trek. Once you're in LHS 347, I believe it's 300,000 light seconds to the station, so... It's a bit of a long journey, 10 minutes or so before you get to the station. Sea Hunter, good evening to you as well.
Warning, temperature critical.
Unfortunate, I guess, that you can't store the commodities at a station, because that would be a handy thing to do, but I guess people would just store it all and wait for a gold rush nowadays. You could store literally thousands of tons of this stuff and wait for the gold rush and sell all of it all in one go. People would be making a ton of money like that, wouldn't it? So we're nearly there. Right, so what we want is Dalton Gateway. And I'm sure it's 300,000 light seconds, isn't it? Or is it closer? Oh, it looks like it's a bit closer. It can't be. Okay, well, it shows how long it's been since I've been here, because either they've moved it closer or my memory is completely off. Right, okay. So, on our way with a Christmas delivery. What would we get here if we were going to sell this? Probably not super tons of money, I guess. 1.6 million for each of those, so close to 24 million perhaps for that lot. And another 20 million there. So we've probably got around about 50 million worth of goods here. Oh, that's a shame to hear. Siren, wing mining's not fun, it's broken. So, I haven't heard about that. How's it broken? Right, so Seagreen, they haven't got rid of the penal ship near Maya. What actually happens is that megaships jump around now. So, when you see a megaship in one location this week, next week it'll be in a different location. Megaships jump system to system. Ryzen, it depends on where you're selling the commodities. Low temp diamonds sell for around 300k at Dalton. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. Sorry, wing mining is not fun. It's broken. So could you tell us why it's broken? I haven't heard about that. Love to hear the details. Sumi, thank you very much for Sumiko. Thank you very much for the host. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, megaships. I see some people talking about megaships and the fact they're disappearing or moving around now as they jump from system to system. I haven't actually tried out the megaship scenario since the game went live. I did it on beta, where you have to defend or attack the megaship. Has anyone else been involved in that yet, or have you been distracted with the mining? You can dock with megaships, Justin, but not all megaships. Well, that's a shame to hear, Sorin. So, basically, from what you're saying there, when you're in a wing and you do deep core mining, you explode the asteroid apart, only one person from within the ring can actually mine the commodities. Is that what you're saying? Rather than the whole wing? Then again, I guess you could pick the pick these stuff up and then jettison it for other people to pick up. Yeah, Goxie, Chapter 4 has been a really good update. Totally agree with you there. A lot of nice things introduced here. It's really definitely taken the game in the right direction. Yoldy, 63 Void Opals. Nice. Sell Opals at LHS 1015, in case you're wondering. Apparently, they're still selling for a decent amount of money there. Lionel, I'm flying the Python. We're heading to Dalton Gateway here, as you can see on the screen. The idea is to give our cargo away here. We're not selling it today. We're doing some Christmas deliveries, being a bit festive for the holiday seasons. And we're going to give this away. LHS 3447 because new players are here. We'll see how long we last. Hopefully we can give it away without getting blown up. But Button, I haven't played Jurassic World for quite a long time now. I know it's still a game that's played quite a bit, but no, I don't play it again at the moment. That's a nice name there, Ugly Old Granny. Yeah. The starter system's no good for mining. So no, not necessarily. If you want to do deep core mining and get the expensive stuff, you're going to need to look around. Okay, Sumoko, I'll catch you there. Hey, Shan. How you doing? Nice to see you here again. You all okay? We've been doing a bit of mining here, and we're probably being a little bit naive here today. I'm being a bit on the optimistic side because I'm heading here to drop these goodies off for players to collect. I'm not going to sell them. We're going to see if we can give them away, but yeah, like I say, of course it's elite and I'm going to be in open mode any minute now. Probably asking for trouble, but hopefully with things being the festive season, we're going to be able to succeed in doing this. Opals and Alexanderite, Shan, doing alright. And we had some family visits today as well, funnily enough. But yeah, we did get quite a bit of crackable asteroids this time. I was finding them every few minutes, which is nice. Okay, so getting into a wing is probably a good idea. That's Sumeko, when do we do that? We get in there. We haven't got a significant amount here. We got about, I think I figured it out, between 40 to 50 million credits worth of cargo. Right, now I understand, Sorin. So, when you're doing wing mining and you're doing deep core mining, when you fire the seismic charges into the fissures, you get a chart that tells you the strength of the charge that's been deployed into that asteroid. So what you're saying, Soren, is that if you're in a wing, only one person actually gets to see that chart. Well, that makes deep core mining in a wing pretty much impossible, doesn't it? If you can't all see the strength of the charge, then you can't mine together, really. That's unfortunate. Well, what I'll do for those who are wanting to wing up is I'll just I'll drop into the Dalton Gateway here, park up near the station, and then drop out of solo and go into open, and hopefully we'll see each other then. Not necessarily win. Void Opals are more worth a lot in systems where the background simulation has adapted in such a way that the factions there are paying out a lot more. We don't know yet what caused that to occur. So the yellow UI, and I see a number of people talking about it, it's not because of the Gold Rush. It's Colorblind campaign. You can see a banner at the top right hand side of the screen. This was a campaign or an idea from Commander Orbrick, I think, from Reddit. Trying to raise awareness of colourblindness and gaming, specifically in this case Elite Dangerous, of course, because there's no colourblindness options in here to help people out who do unfortunately suffer from colourblindness. The UI, what we're seeing now, is how people with protanopia see the UI. Obviously they see the rest of the game in a similar sort of tones as well. In fact, we put an image up again here. That's colour blindness, where people have less sensitivity to the red light spectrum. So the way games often deal with this is they have an option to change or increase the contrast of certain colours, or different colour options in, so people can actually distinguish different elements of the game much easier. Unfortunately, Elite doesn't have any of those options. That's Shan. There's a... If you type in the link, I'm not sure how well you can read it from the banner there. If you give me a second, what I'll do is I'll paste it into chat. There's a link there. That's got all the details on. I'll paste it into YouTube as well. That link has got all the details on this initiative, raising awareness for colour blindness.
Heavy traffic around this facility. Proceed with caution.
Right, so I don't know if anyone's around here now. But in a minute I'm going to... Oh, Sumiko is 15,000 light seconds out. Not yet in open, Nitik. We're about to go into open now, actually. And we'll see what happens. Like I say, we may be in for some fireworks here, or maybe we get some Christmas cheer or holiday cheer, or maybe there's a few Grinches around who want to spoil it all. I guess we'll see. Okay, Jamel, 48k light years out, or light seconds out. Okay, I'm just going to hang around here for a few minutes. Hey there, Gary Privet, thank you very much. So yeah, we're here at LHS 3447. We're now in open at Dalton Gateway. And we're gonna... Let's see what happens here. Let's have a look. Right. I guess it depends how many players we've actually got around here as well. Who's Horn? Federal agent. I had a feeling, probably. Done a nice flyby there. So yeah, there must be some players around here, I hope. It doesn't look like it at the moment. Lots of NPCs.
Frameshift charge detected.
Yeah, just make sure I did go into that solo mode there. Right, I can see a couple of players coming out.
Proceed with caution.
Let's see what happens. Yep, timer. Do a bit of light flashing here. I don't think Commander Toyama here needs any void opals. Well, there, Anaconda. Good evening. Good evening to you. Right. Anyone else coming out? Let's not say giving away yet. Let's do a ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. We're here to do some deliveries. No, thanks, Sorin. I'm giving away Void Opals, Nick and Natek, and I'm giving away, what else have we got here? Low temperature diamonds, and we're giving away some Alexanderite as well. But, you know, we need someone to give them away too. Commander Start Toto looks like a good candidate in there. Let's see if they're wanting... Are they coming out of the station yet? Unfortunately, we can't drop this inside the no-fire zone. Yep, Yoldi, we're going to have to drop... I don't mind the fine, actually. Let's actually see what happens here. What have we got? Let's drop a limpet. A limpet doesn't count as fine. Warning... Fine gained for jettisoning cargo near station. I don't care about the fine. What we do care about is if the station shoots the cargo. No, it hasn't shot that. Oh, we might be able to stay in the no-fire zone after all. Well, trip 1029. The best place to find void opals right now is here at LHS 3447. Yeah, Shen, I think messaging is going to be the right idea.
Scan detected.
Scan detected. Well, we can hang around a bit longer. Maybe some other people are spawning. There shouldn't be a penalty for picking them up if I abandon the cargo. What else we got here? Nope, no one. Does no one really want any? We're probably in different instances, Sumeko. Well, you never know. Let's just keep it for a few seconds then.
Scan detected.
Are they still in there? What are they doing? I'm all over the place here. Let's see if they're able to reply. Yeah, come here because I thought there'd be quite a few people around. The other starter area for Horizons, of course, is on a planetary surface, so we won't be dropping anything out there. We can always quit out and load again in a minute. Just wondering if that sounds a bit creepy now. I bring gifts. Yeah, quite possible they're AFK. A couple of seconds and then I'll log out and try again in a different instance. Let's try again. Let's see if we can get into a more busier instance. You never know. Or maybe it just dropped me back into the exact same one again. Right, probably we've got other players here now. Commander T-Cat. Don't know if this is any of the viewers.
Regulatory protocols before commencing docking procedures, Commander.
Was that direct or was that should have been local? Oh, that went to T-Cat. I always find the chat system in Elite so blooming clunky. Whoa, someone's... Who's that?
Fly carefully, Commander. Fines will be issued for reckless maneuvers.
Let's see what else we got round here. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. Let's go see if Commander T-Cat wants some void opals. He's in a squadron, but... Hey, Commander T-Cat, do you want some void opals? You have to come to a stop. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if the first gift of the day is 1 ton of void opals. Let's see who's going to be the first to collect it. Anyone see us there? Come on, we're giving gifts away here. Someone must want this stuff. Oh, someone's got... the guy in the anaconda wants it. Okay, well, someone's on the ball. Oh, search and rescue. Really? Did the search and rescue team just take the void opals? Thief! Hey there, Sanak. Right, it looks like we're going to struggle with this. That's the last thing I expected. He's taking it and run. Commander TK is rich. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know then. Thought I'd deliver some goods. Did I send that to local? Yep, Sumiko, I'm in game, but it looks like we're going to struggle with this. Let's try again. Oh, TCAT wants to answer a friend request. Unfortunately, I don't take many friend requests in game. Everyone wants to do it, and if you want to talk with me, then come to Discord. I've got a Discord server for that. I've got a massive friends list here, and I can't possibly talk with everyone in game, otherwise I just wouldn't get anything done. Commander Wolfbane says Triumvirate. Let's see what else we got around here. Alright, Commander. There you are. Hey there. You got here in the end.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Right, so not quite the what about LSC Viking? Not quite what I expected here. Yeah, polite player, I think. Well, it's not gonna go free for all, but it's not really working out. Certainly not with the NPCs taking the goods. What else have we got? Another player there. Someone in a Python. I suppose they really need them. Who else have we got? We got the pesky search and rescue around here though. Oh, we got a global freeze here. I think this thing's not working quite as it should, unless I'm being extremely dumb here. Don't worry, Sorin. I think this isn't working as I was hoping it would work, so we'll give it a few more minutes and maybe we'll fly off and do something else instead. Commander Rick the Lionheart. There we go. I think isn't that a... No, it's a dropship. I was hoping that was the adder coming out. Yeah, Shan, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Take the money and run. Santa's going to keep his presents this year. No one wants them. Right. Is he coming out? Commander LSC Viking. This is the last shot. If this guy doesn't want them, we'll save them for another time. If he's coming out, he coming out. Oh, someone's trying to ram me here. Right. Always someone, isn't there? They're going to have to try a bit harder than that. Right, so that didn't work. No one really wants the goodies, or we won't be able to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go do something else, I guess. Sell the money and sell the credits. Sell the goods and get the credits. Might as well do it that way. I guess we can say the thought was there. Yeah, no one wants the presents, Stuart. Santa's going to take his presents back, and I'm actually going to go in solo mode here because it's obvious what's going to happen when I go out the station. Once I go out the station and get outside of firing range, it's asking for it. I'm not going to do that. Hey Daisy Star, what makes a nice small mining ship? A Cobra probably wouldn't be too bad really if you haven't got a huge amount of money. Or one of the other trading ships. I was trying to gift Void Opals, Alcors, but no one seemed to want it. It didn't work. Santa's got his sack here and no one wants any of them. That killed back is nice for mining, yes. Another a good suggestion there, White Sparrow. Crate Mark II, yeah, more than fine if you've got the money for it, Daisy. I assumed when you said small, you didn't have a lot of money. Yeah, Commander at Dragonhearth, people were there for protection, but I was getting rammed there at the last minute, so I guess there's not much you can do to protect me from that. But you know what? Thank you everyone for coming along there to give me some protection. I really do appreciate that. It's a bit unfortunate that I wasn't able to give the stuff away. But I do appreciate you taking your time out and coming along and trying to help out by offering the protection now. I know a few of you come quite a bit of a distance to actually do that, so it's appreciated. Unfortunately, there weren't as many new players around as I was expecting to see there. So yeah, Santa's going back with his Santa sack and he's going to sell the goodies for himself. Let's see what money we can make. Tried. Did try, but no one wanted it. Is it 10.15? I'm sure someone said LHS 10.15. Yes, selfish Santa. That's right, 2 plagues. That was Ross. 10.15, not LHS 10.15. There we go. Yeah, thanks to the Ranger. And thanks to everyone else for coming along there. No worries, Robert Jones, it was worth a try. Yeah, Ross, Senek. And to the guy who tried to ram me there, he didn't try hard enough. I've only got weak shields on this ship. The ship is completely unengineered. You think if they were going to try and ram a weak little Python with piddly shields on it, they'd be able to successfully do that. So whoever was trying that, poor show, he didn't do good enough. LHS 2817, I don't think they're spying for 1.6 million anymore. Cariosis, I don't know how much the ship is worth, but if you give me 2 seconds I can tell you. We should be able to see in the stats page the value. He's won a significant amount of money. So the rebuy is 3.8 million, if that gives you any indication. Yep, Chronic, the HUD colour is indeed unfortunate, and that is the entire point of me using it here today. You can see a banner at the top, the colourblind awareness UI. What you're seeing here is exactly how people with a particular type of colour blindness known as protanopia see the UI. So they can't see the distinctions between the various UI elements. Indeed, they'd also see the rest of the game in a similar sort of way, but it's most notable, or most problematic, well, I'll say most problematic, but I guess it's problematic in many ways, but it's certainly problematic when it comes to the UI. But the rest of the game too. I'm going to bring up the image on the screen I've shown a few times today, which is here. This is one form of colour blindness, one of the many forms, and in this case it's for people who have low sensitivity to the red colour spectrum. So some games actually get around this, and they can't really fully get around it, but they accommodate it by having colourblind options in the colour or the graphic settings, and it basically uses a different colour setup and different contrasts to better distinguish the different colour elements. Just trying to raise a bit of awareness here and try and really encourage Frontier to consider putting colourblind options into the game. I think it would be very nice for everyone, very nice for people in particular who suffer from those conditions, obviously. No, I'm not personally colourblind. This is an initiative put up by Commander Orbrick. There's a link in chat right now. Commander Orbrick of Reddit has started the initiative. There's a link to Reddit which gives a lot more information. You can have a look at that now. If you click on the link in chat there, it'll give you all the details you need to know about this particular campaign or initiative, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, exactly, Blazer Jake. So as someone on Twitch chat is actually pointing out, Blazer, it's not just the UI that has these colour problems. Of course, the only way that I can actually represent the colours in game is by changing the HUD colours, but other people, for people who do suffer from colour blindness, they'll have trouble with the other UI elements in the game, such as the landing pad numbers, which are pretty much invisible for some people. Yep, that would be the idea, dear LT Rotsky. I mean, we're far from the first to bring this up, really, or to bring it to Frontier's attention. Unfortunately, it's something that's just never actually been dealt with. Frontier are aware of there's an issue of it and a need for it, but why it's never happened, I guess we don't know, but alright, just Trotsky, okay? L. Trotsky, I see. Well, I was thinking LT as in Lieutenant Trotsky. But Trotsky's just as good. Yeah, everything is yellow. The Great Foul. Here's a link to explain why everything's yellow. Have a look in at the link in chat there. Yeah, thanks, Sumeko. That's what we'd do next time. I do want to try this again in future. I think we're trying to arrange it offline beforehand. So yeah, it's nice to know you're willing to help out. I know where you are now. I'll contact you through Twitch in future before a stream if I want to go ahead with something like that. I think we can try and plan it out a little bit better. I wanted to try and do it as a surprise today, but I guess that's not the best approach. It didn't really work out. Hey there, Deserted. Or Desert. Ah, Desert Dude. Nice to get you too. Okay, Sumeko, do join on Discord as well. Same goes for everyone. Everyone's more than welcome to join me on Discord. We got 3,500 members there. It's a nice little community. A lot of friendly people. So the link, you can find it on the Twitch channel page. You can find it in the video description over on YouTube. If you want to join up, do come along. And there we go. Thanks, Stuart, for putting the link over there. You're more than welcome to come along. Love to have you there. I have used the HUD colour options, a great foul, to get the HUD yellow. Right, so as no one, and you can see one thing that's very difficult is you can't see the blue option on the acceleration key, where on the acceleration the throttle. That's the word I want. It changes blue when you get it within the optimal speed threshold, but obviously you can't see that with the UI looking like this. So yeah, as I couldn't deliver the goodies to anyone, I'm going to keep them for myself and go make a little bit of money. Let's see if this place is actually buying them for a decent amount anyway. So White Sparrow, sometimes I struggle to find fishers, other times not so much. The other day I spent an hour and only found one. Today I was finding them every few minutes. So I don't really know why. Right, and let's see what money we make here then. Santa selling the presents to make some money. Okay. Yep, I was hoping they would sell it for a decent price. Commodities market, okay. So, what do we got here? Right, so the price is not quite as high as it, no, excuse me, has been. Void Opal, oh no, Void Opals are 1.6 million, so they are definitely way up there. Oh, Alexandrite. Okay, I've been telling everyone Alexandrite is worth 1 million. I think I've obviously got that wrong. They're worth 500,000. It's a Benotite that is worth 1.1 million. So don't listen to me when I'm telling you to collect Alexandrite. It's still not bad. I'm not going to grumble at 500,000 credits for 1 ton. What we got there? That's 10 million. And let's sell the Void Opals. That's 10 plus 24, so that's 34 million. And some low temperature diamonds, which are actually good price as well. What did we just say? 34, another 6, so close to 40 million. Not bad. Not bad at all. So there we go. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it today. A bit of mining. The surprise Christmas delivery didn't go as planned, unfortunately. Come to Ross 10:15, Marcel. Yeah, the Great Fail. The hunt does need some work, but you know, that's the whole idea of this. But yeah, thanks everyone for dropping by. Been a great stream. Christmas right around the corner. The whole holiday things. Obviously, personally, I celebrate Christmas. We have got a nice family thing planned this year. I hope you all enjoy your holidays. Hope you have a good one. Really grateful for everyone stopping by. I might have a short video up tomorrow, but I'll be having a short break over the next few days, so there might not be too much going on the respective channels. But thank you everyone very much. Those of you on Twitch, do hang around a second and we'll find someone to raid. Give me a moment. So yeah, for those of you over on YouTube, you might be wondering what the whole raid thing is that I mention every live stream. So what it is that we can send all the Twitch viewers over to another channel. We just any streamer can choose another streamer and send all your current viewers over to the other streamer. So what we're doing now is exactly that. And we've got Colo, who's out exploring, I think. So yeah, let's go raid her. So again, thank you everyone. Thank you very much, everyone, and I wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays as well. I'll catch you soon. Thank you.